In a recent video, we put OpenAI's ChatGPT 4 and Anthropic's Claude 3 to the test, using different prompts to see how they both performed. Now, those models are both paid versions, but what about the free versions? That is what we're going to do in this video. On your screen, you can see we have ChatGPT 3 and Claude. Like I mentioned before, both of these models are the free versions, and this is going to help you decide which one that you should use. And also, we would love to hear your feedback on this. So if you have used these models before, let us know how you think that they perform. But we've got 3 interesting prompts to use today, and I'm very intrigued to see how they both do. So I've copied in the first prompt here, and I'm going to run it. Now, I'll leave the full prompt in the description, but what we're doing here is asking it to write an in-depth and detailed blog post that is also going to be useful for SEO purposes. So what I'm going to do is run this and just talk through what I think these results are like. The topic for this is how to market a no-code app in 2024. And I've asked it to write about it in a conversational tone and vary your sentence structure. Now, I sometimes get a little bit frustrated with how these articles start when AI is writing them. And if straight away, in the ever-evolving digital landscape, very cliche, AI loves to start off with this. Now, if you're using pro versions of these accounts, you can create your own GPTs to say, do not include this. Or you can say in the prompt, do not start with a cliche such as in the realm of, in the world of, in today's digital landscape. And ChatGPT has opened with this. Hey there, fellow entrepreneurs and innovators. And you can see here, it's also used its favorite word, realm. Another sentence I'm not keen on is fear not though, because I've got your back. And Claude wants to get into the realm world as well. Enter the realm of strategic marketing. But I suppose Claude has done something similar without the sentence structure. So it's done the titles here and the different steps that you should take in order to do this. Now, I'm not going to read all of this to you, but I think Claude reads a little bit better, but they're very similar in terms of the way that they read. And they both follow the same structure and they talk about very similar things. Now, to improve this, you can say, please rewrite this, but don't do this, use these words, don't use these words, make it less conversational. So with free models, you can always go back and adapt to what you want to do. With paid models, you can put a style guide into the GPT in order to produce those results every time. Another sentence I love using here, embrace the ever-evolving landscape. Another thing that they like to do. And I don't know why ChatGPT decided to end with cheers and a rocket. But all in all, it's not a bad start. Obviously, this is great. You know, if we go back 2 years, this would be incredible. But as these models have improved and as we have paid versions, then we can always do a lot better. So in these cases, I would give the edge to Claude, but very, very similar results. Now, the next one I find quite fun. What we're going to do is, what should I consider if I'm going to throw an event for no-code enthusiasts? Tell me what I need to do in order to plan and execute this event. So I'm just going to run this, and then we'll see what the results are like. Now, this might not be the case every time, but Claude was a lot quicker creating this result. So what it's done here, again, both of them have gone through and just broken it down into different steps, and they've numbered these steps. Very similar results again. So define the purpose and target audience, define your objectives over here, and identify your target audience. Choose a relevant theme, choose a format, select a venue, speakers and panelists, down here, number 8. One thing that I know is Claude, if I remember correctly, didn't talk about budget, whereas ChatGPT did. So it says create a budget. Both of these aren't in depth, so there's obviously a lot more to consider, but they both give you a really good overview about what you need to do in order to get this done. And then what you can do is to break down these steps and ask follow-up questions. You could even say, please give me a checklist of everything I need to do. In fact, that's what we're going to ask it now, to give a checklist. So I like what Claude has done here. It's given us the format to then tick off this checklist if you want to just copy and paste this or print this directly. Whereas ChatGPT, it's a little bit more one, and then it's got the bullet points underneath. So I like what Claude has done here. So all in all, probably a tie again, but because of the checklist, I might just give it to Claude. In a recent video where we talked about SEO, and using AI to help us with this, we talked about building a piano app, so to help people with piano. And we asked it to come up with different types of keywords. Now, just to follow on from that theme, I've created a new prompt here, which says, write 5 actionable tweet or X posts on the topic best piano lesson tips for beginner. Include a call to action at the end for us to complete, telling people to get our app for premium lessons. So let's run this prompt. So we're getting similar results again, but there are some tweets that I really like. For example, I like this one here. Reading music can seem daunting at first, but break it down. Learn to identify notes, rhythms, and key signatures one step at a time. Our app's interactive sheet music makes it easy. Sign up today for the full experience. And I also like this one here. Proper hand positioning is crucial for pianists. Keep your wrists lifted, fingers curved, and thumb tucked in. So it's given some very specific tips here. Now, ChatGPT has done some similar ones as well, where it says, feeling stuck? Don't forget to break down pieces into smaller sections for easier learning. Master each part before moving on to the next. And then a call to action. Another one similar to Claude over here. Want to master piano? Start with the basics. Tip, practice proper hand positioning and posture to build a strong foundation. I feel both are producing similar tweets here. Again, it's probably a draw, a tie again. Maybe I'll just edge to Claude again just slightly. But I think what we've seen throughout this video is there's not a huge difference between the two models when we have done the prompts that I have shown you today. Now, you might find that one works better than another in certain situations. For example, I've seen some people tweet recently that they like to do the drafting one and then to refine it and edit it into a different one. So see what works for you. We know that these types of models are really great. The free ones are great. And obviously you're going to get better models if you pay for the premium and also to create your GPTs too. What I recommend doing now is watching the other comparison videos. We've compared ChatGPT 4 to Google Gemini Advanced, and we've also compared the paid version of Claude as well. So I'll leave a link to both of those videos in the description. And like I mentioned at the start of the video, if you have feedback on this, then please let us know. Tell us about your experiences and your tips when using both the free versions of these models and also the paid versions. Now, if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and also check out the description for other resources, including access to our no-code courses. Thanks again for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.